hauling ass?
Yeah.
Okay.
Your lights aren't on. If you're not on emergency, your lights aren't on, you follow the same speed laws we do, and you know
that gives you the right to go 90 miles an hour to catch up to me?
You were doing it, bud.
Okay.
You know, if your lights aren't on, you're not on an emergency.
That's correct.
You follow the same laws we do.
Okay. All right.
And you know that.
I do.
All right, what's up, good people? Welcome back to San Joaquin Valley Transparency. We have a couple clips that we want to show you. The guy that recorded these videos, he's going to send me a full video as well. He couldn't send it to me on Instagram, so I told him to go ahead and create a YouTube channel, upload it there, copy the link, and paste it, and send it to me. So we'll be showing you that as soon as he makes a channel. And that's what I think I've been doing since I first started my channel, is realizing how important it is, not just for me to get a bunch of views to spread the word and teach people their rights, but for everyone else to pick up a camera, record, and document police and hold them accountable. And what you guys are going to see is that's exactly what this guy did. He was recently arrested. We don't have much information yet. That's why I told him to go ahead and create a channel, upload it there, and send it to me. I will be linking his channel as soon as he creates it to this video and the other video we do for him as well. So if you guys are not subscribed to my channel, make sure you do that now so you can get the follow-ups as well. Before we watch the clips, just to let you guys know, I don't want you guys to go anywhere because we're going to talk about a few other things. We're going to talk about a book that has come out recently, and it's written by Abaya Israel from We the People University. He actually sent me a copy. I read the book, and it is very good. I really liked it and appreciated it, and I think it's important, not just for us to read as a community, but for future cops to read as well, because this guy is an ex-cop. Now he's involved in this community. He does really good work, And I also want to point out that he talks about in the book his experience as a police officer and becoming a cop, and I think that is extremely important. And I think you guys are going to appreciate that. We have a couple more announcements that we're going to share with you guys after these clips. So let's get right to it. Let's not waste any of your time. Check out these clips. I'll give you my final thoughts at the end.
How's it going?
What's going on?
I need to get your name and badge number.
Why?
You're hauling ass.
I'm hauling ass?
Yeah.
Okay.
Your lights aren't on. If you're not on emergency, your lights aren't on, you follow the same speed laws we do, and you know that.
That gives you the right to go 90 miles an hour to catch up to me?
You were doing it, bud.
Okay.
You were doing it. I need your name and badge number.
Okay, my name is Sergeant Andrade, ID 19145.
You're a sergeant.
I'm Sergeant Andrade, yes.
So you know that. Great.
Are we done?
Yeah, we're done. I'm going to be reporting.
The office number is 559-705-2200.
Sure will. Thank you.
And you're making a non-emergency stop, so make sure you be careful when you pull back in the traffic.
Yes, thank you. How you doing? Good. How you doing? How you doing? Good. How you doing?
That's a beautiful day.
So I came back around because I followed you down here.
Okay.
I was behind you when you were coming down here.
Okay.
I got off and came back around. You're hauling ass. Why?
Right now?
Yeah, to get to where you're at.
I was doing 80. I was.
Why? What's the speed limit?
65.
Why were you doing 80?
If you'd like to file a complaint, you can call our office. And
I sure will.
Okay.
Can I get your name and badge number?
Sure.
Definitely going to record it. You know, if your lights aren't on, you're not on an emergency.
That's correct.
You follow the same laws we do.
Okay. All right.
And you know that.
I do. Alrighty.
You're not above the law.
I'm not saying I am.
Okay.
All right.
And I'm not trying to be an ass, even though it looks like it. This stuff, there's just too many double standards, and it's not okay. So.
All right.
All right.
Okay. Be safe. Okay.
So you too.
All right.
Thanks.
All right, folks, like I said, this guy's going to be creating a channel, and as soon as he does, I'll link it for you guys so you guys can go subscribe and show him some support. To me, it was always important to help build a community, to help people kind of encourage them to get out there and record as well. I do want to talk about a couple things as well before we get into the books. I want to talk about New York. Eli just released a video. If you guys are not familiar with Eli's channel, he records out there in New York as well, and he posts it to YouTube, and he does pretty good work. The excitement on Eli's face when he had a court order and gave it to a sergeant. I really don't like to call them sergeants because these are military terms, but he's a 3-striper. He gave him the court order. He went inside to read it, came back out, and pretty much told Eli that he can go inside and record inside the police department, inside the New York police precinct, right? That's what they call them, precincts over there. I do want to give a shout out to all the New York folks out there recording police and trying to hold them accountable, and also for going in and taking arrests and questioning their policy to not be able to go inside these precincts and record. I don't know yet if they're going to take down all the signs that say no recording in all the precincts throughout New York, but it's unconstitutional what they're doing. We knew that. That's why we brought it to the attention of the people to start going out. And I want to give a shout out to all you guys out in New York, even if I don't get along with you or we don't see eye to eye or we bump heads along the way. I'm going to put all that aside and say that I do really appreciate the work that you guys are doing out there in New York. We have had to do that out in California for a long time. They tried to stop us from recording inside the police departments, and we had to let them know that we're allowed to do that, to go in there and record, document, and ask questions. So shout out to all you guys out there in the New York area that are doing that. I do really appreciate you guys, and it's important that we do this, folks. We hold government accountable, and we let them know that we the people mean business. So shout out to all you guys out there in New York. I will link Eli's video to this so you guys can go check him out. Also, the 2 books that I want to talk about. First of all is this book right here, Abaya Israel's book, and I'll leave it up here so you guys can see it. Him and I are going to work an affiliate link so that we can link it up in my channel. You guys could purchase it from there. He kind of offered that to me, so I do appreciate you, Abaya Israel, not just for all the work that you do and the book that you wrote and pouring your heart into it, because I do believe that that's exactly what you did with this book. I read it from beginning to end, and I read it all, guys, in pretty much one day. So you guys don't be afraid to pick it up and read it. Like, don't procrastinate on this. Read it if you guys get a chance. It's very, very important. Let me talk about the first chapter real quick. He talked about how important it is to people that are going in to become cops to have some experience in corrections, because you learn how to de-escalate. You really don't have a gun or a taser to tase folks in prison. So you kind of have to learn how to talk to people and deal with people, because even in prison, people become irate and just, they lose their shit in there sometimes. And if you're a cop in there and you have a bad attitude towards the people, you're going to learn really quick that it's not smart. I do believe that cops should have some kind of experience in corrections before they become cops. I didn't really think about this before, but after reading that book, I'm like, whoa, blown away. He also mentions how he had experience in the medical field. And that is something that I've actually talked about before, that I believe it's important to have some kind of experience in the medical field as well, because then you'll learn some compassion, some how to deal with people with mental issues and just all kinds of different stuff, And I don't think that cops who are not trained in anything other than brute force and compliance, cops are not equipped to deal with situations that are above their understanding. Give cops some kind of training and some experience out in the fields of corrections and in the medical field. I think that is extremely important. So definitely pick up. You guys can go to We the People's channel and pick up his book if you don't want to wait for my affiliate link. As soon as I do get the affiliate link, I'll post that as well, and I'll make some more videos. Maybe I'll read a whole chapter out of it for you guys or something like that. Another book that I want to talk about is a book that's going to come out, and it's called Crooked Blue Line. And if you guys have noticed in some of my recent videos, I have kind of been working alongside someone who is an ex-cop. And this ex-cop I've actually cussed out before in one of my videos. And I found out that she's writing a book called Crooked Blue Line. We reached out to her. We asked her if she would like to do some script writing and some narrating. What I would like to do with her in the future is maybe sit alongside each other, maybe review some videos and talk about some topics and stuff like that. Maybe talk about her experience. I have read the first chapter to her book, and it's mind-blowing. She talks about her experience, you know, in being a police officer. So you guys wait for that, and definitely go check out some of my recent videos if you haven't yet. She does some narrating in there, and I know a lot of you guys in the comment section really appreciate her work, and I think she's doing an outstanding job. And I could tell she's a good person, and it's probably why, you know, that she doesn't work at the police department no more, because she really had good intentions. I can see that from her. So definitely shout out to her. You know, she's been a narrator on my channel, and she's doing an outstanding job. Thank you all for believing in this community, not just myself and what I do, and you guys trust me to reach out to me and ask me to share your videos and stuff like that. You know, I don't have time to talk to everybody on the phone. There's a few people that I haven't really, you know, called back and stuff like that. I get too busy, guys. Sometimes I'm on the phone and I could be taking power naps, guys, and I just kind of get overwhelmed with all the work that I see in front of me and where I believe we need to be as a people. Like I say in many of my videos, I want to be able to try to reach many of you guys. I want to bring us all together, the left and the right, the red and the blue, the gay or the straight, the man and the woman, the black and the white, the young and the old, all of that shit. I think it's important, folks, that we work together and start pointing the finger not at each other, but at government, who never really does, you know, what they say they're gonna do. You know, the road to hell was paved with good intentions. I get it, but a lot of times these government installations, these agencies, they get corrupt from the inside. We see a lot of that happening with Jersey Watcher in Edison, New Jersey. What they've done to him, they've tried to collectively take away his rights and shut him up and stuff like that. But I think Jersey Watcher will be coming back soon enough. In about a month, I believe we'll be seeing Jersey Watcher posting again. So shout out to Jersey Watcher. Like I said, shout out to all you guys that are out there recording police. Even if you and I bumped heads before, you know, it sucks that we don't get along anymore or whatnot, but that's fine. Shout out to you anyways, because you guys are doing what you guys can to try to bring awareness and bring change in your communities as well. And you know, we don't live in each other's communities or whatnot. Sometimes we see more tyranny in some areas than others, but you're doing your best, and I'm doing my best to hold, you know, my public officials accountable. You know, our servants. In reality, I shouldn't be calling them officials. I should be calling them servants, because they're supposed to be serving the people. And a lot of times we see that they get butthurt, so they just shut down and they don't want to service the people like they're supposed to. So with that being said, I want to thank you guys for tuning in, and much love. Thank you guys for all the support that you guys have given me and all the other channels as well. This is an amazing community, the First Amendment auditing community, the cop watching community. You know, we kind of found each other on the internet, and we created a community. So thank you guys all for being a part of this community. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.